to start? Alright, good afternoon everyone. Before I start, I would like to thank Julie and Frank and Startup Weekend for making this possible for me as a high school student. And with that said, I would like to introduce to you my team, TourMe. Thanks, Liz.
So we're really interested in the visitor experience to cultural institutions like museums and zoos. Right now, the pain point for museums and zoos at all cultural institutions is the financial markets and their long-term viability. In order to ensure that, they need to ensure that their visitors are constantly engaging and inspired. So Lewis and I went to the zoo yesterday and we did a little bit of customer research. The first thing we learned is that visitors to the zoo, if they have kids, they don't really want to talk about apps on their way out the door. The next thing we learned is that while 46% of Americans have smartphones, 100% of the users that came out of the zoo, they had smartphones. Of those, just a little less than 20% had the zoo's app, but unfortunately none of them used it while they were there. But 91% said that they would use it if they could interact better with the zoo while they're there. The pain points for anyone who's been to the San Diego Zoo, it's really hard to find the tigers in the Lost Forest. Most of it at the zoo was about navigating the zoo, more versus a museum where it was more about interacting with the exhibits. I'm going to turn it over to Mike to demonstrate our product.
All right, this is the exciting part, right? So I'm going to talk you through what we got to do this weekend. We had a small team of just 4, and we managed to put together a proof of concept Android augmented reality app that could be used in a museum. We put together a mock-up on a web page that could be viewed on an iPhone, and we'll take a look at that at the end of the presentation. And we made a little iPhone commercial for you guys that we'll take a look at. Okay, so this user has just headed into the zoo, and they can see where they are, but they don't know where the pandas are. And they want to get out to find them, so they can just scroll through and look them up. Now, what's really cool about this is that we've got some geofencing technology that allows us to filter out on pins, and we don't have a mess of a map in front of us. We can look at just what we're in front of. We've got context here that the museum or the zoo wants us to see. This is important because anybody can go on to Wikipedia. We've all got smartphones that can go onto the internet and see stuff, but this takes you to an enhanced experience. So the panda was born yesterday. We might not know that unless we got on here to look at it. Or maybe the panda has a cold and we'd like to see that. We can put any type of media up here, including videos, and we have some pre-caching abilities that would let us deliver this content seamlessly. So this is the augmented reality situation where we see this as being used at Balboa museums or museums across the world. Now, when you pull out your smartphone, instead of having to find a QR code or punch in a number like those audio tours that they have, you can just wave this around and it'll catch the image that you're looking at. It can tell me that Pablo Picasso painted this picture. It can tell me about the context in which it was painted. And I can get a more rich experience on where this stuff originated. We're not the first movers in this market. There are others. There are some big ones like Mobile Roadie that does custom rich apps, and Acoustic Guide that does these acoustic guides through museums that people are paying a lot for right now, and they like this market. We've also got some new users who are targeting, just like we are, a small niche market. What we have is this geofencing technology and this image recognition. So the prime intent of all of the cultural institutions that we discuss this with, they said we need to know what the data is. We want to know that we're engaged with our users. And users want to engage with them. So we've got the app that solves both of those problems at the same time. Let's take a look at what we do next and how we grow.
For monetization in our business plan, we're planning on proving the concept, proving the team with a free app for the first 3 months with one institution. Then we're looking to move into a revenue sharing model with an institution that lessens the risk for them in adopting it. And then an enterprise solution. Right now, the average price for a custom app at an institution like this is about $25,000. We can bring that down to 10, and then once we roll it on to future ones, we're looking to have a tiered per user analytics to provide them that feedback on how they're interacting with their users. So start with, say, the Timken Institute of Art. There's 14 million annual visitors here to Balboa. 31 million into the local San Diego cultural attractions.
Time.
Oh.
Thank you.